Thank you for accompanying us. I am Shero and I host a daily podcast on different and trending topics. For those who want to learn English and improve their speaking, please listen carefully until the end. This is the third episode of Conversation Podcast. Let's start the conversation between Luna and Sana.
Hey Sana, did you know that people who engage in hobbies are generally happier and healthier?
Really? That's fascinating, Luna. Tell me more.
Yeah, it's true. Pursuing hobbies not only improves mental health but can also lead to better physical health. What have you been up to lately?
Well, recently I took a trip to the countryside and discovered a beautiful hidden waterfall. It was so refreshing to get away from the city's chaos.
That sounds enchanting. It's amazing how nature can recharge us. Remember our hiking trip last year?
Oh yes, that was one of the best trips ever. We definitely need to plan another adventure soon.
Absolutely. Maybe we can go somewhere by the sea this time. I've been craving some beach time.
Yes, sandy beaches and cool waves sound perfect. Let's make it happen.
So apart from your trip, anything noteworthy at work?
Actually, I recently got promoted. It's exciting, but also quite overwhelming with all the new responsibilities.
Congratulations, Sana. You totally deserve it. You'll do great.
Thanks, Luna. That means a lot. How about you? Any new projects or interests?
I've started taking some online courses. It's intense, but really fulfilling. And I've also been diving into photography.
Photography sounds fun. Do you go out often to take pictures?
Whenever I can. It's a great way to de-stress. Lately, I've been experimenting with editing too.
That's fascinating. I'd love to see your work sometime.
Absolutely. And maybe I can snap some good shots of our next trip. What about you? Any new hobbies?
I've been dabbling in cooking. Trying out new recipes has been therapeutic and delicious.
Cooking is such a rewarding activity. Do you have a favorite dish you've made?
I made a homemade lasagna recently and it turned out great. My family loved it.
Yum! That sounds delicious. Maybe you can cook it for me next time we meet.
Absolutely. Let's do a dinner at my place soon.
Sounds perfect. I can't wait. Oh, and last week I went to a fantastic art exhibition. You would have loved it.
I wish I could have gone. Let's plan to visit the next one together.
Yes, let's. It'll be fun. It's so nice catching up, Sana. We need to do this more often.
Definitely. Life gets busy, but it's important to make time for friends.
Have you heard about the latest viral dance challenge on social media?
Yes, I attempted it last night, but it's quite tricky. Maybe with more practice, I'll get it.
That's awesome, Sana. I love seeing everyone's creative takes on these challenges. Speaking of new trends, have you heard about break time?
Yes, it's that new app for short creative videos. It's like a mix between Instagram stories and TikTok.
Interesting. I'll have to check it out. Also, I've been really into thrifting lately. You can find some unique pieces.
Thrifting is great. I've been meaning to check out some thrift stores around here.
You should. It's cool how old trends become new again. Plus, it's sustainable.
Exactly. Reusing and reinventing old clothes is environmentally friendly. Have you made any lifestyle changes for sustainability?
I've been reducing my plastic use and researching eco-friendly products. It's inspiring to see the sustainability movement growing.
Absolutely. It's about making conscious choices and spreading awareness. The more people get involved, the bigger the impact.
Indeed. Well, Sana, this has been an interesting conversation. So many trending topics.
Definitely. I love keeping up with what's new and sharing it with you, Luna. Until next time, let's keep exploring.
For sure, this was fun. Let's chat again soon. Hey, Sana, what have you been really into lately?
I've been hosting small dinner parties. It's a joy to see people enjoy the food I've made.
That's wonderful. I should come over for one of your dinners sometime.
You're always welcome, Luna. And I'd love to see more of your paintings, too.
Deal. It's nice to share our hobbies. Have you thought about taking a cooking class?
I have, actually. It could be a great way to learn new recipes and meet fellow food enthusiasts.
That sounds like an excellent idea. It's good to learn from experts.
Absolutely. Continuously learning can be so fulfilling.
Indeed. It keeps things interesting and gives us something to look forward to.
Totally. Our hobbies add so much value to our lives. Here's to finding time for what we love.
Cheers to that! And hey, maybe our listeners have some cool hobbies to share.
Yes, for sure. Feel free to share with us, everyone.
Hey, Sana, let's talk about some tips for learning English. It's such an important skill, don't you think?
Definitely, Luna. Practicing daily is key. You need to use English every day.
Absolutely. One tip I always give is to start with simple things. Try to think in English.
Great tip. Watching movies with subtitles helps too. Start with your language, then switch to English subtitles, and finally, no subtitles.
Exactly. Reading books or articles in English is good too. Choose something you are interested in.
Yes, it improves vocabulary and comprehension. Joining online forums where English is used also helps.
Exactly, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's part of the learning process. How do you practice speaking?
I talk to myself sometimes or find a language exchange partner. There are many apps where you can connect with native speakers.
Great point. Role-playing real-world conversations also helps. Pretend you are ordering food or asking for directions.
That's fun and builds confidence. Another thing is to keep a journal in English. It helps with grammar and expressing thoughts.
Journaling is fantastic. Also, using language learning apps can make learning fun and interactive.
Yes, apps are great. And singing along to English songs helps with pronunciation.
Absolutely. Singing is fun and improves speaking skills. Consistent practice is key. Dedicate some time each day to learning.
Consistency is key. Language learning is a journey, not a race. Be patient and celebrate small victories.
Great advice, Sana. So, for our listeners, start small, make it fun, be consistent, and use diverse methods. Keep practicing every day and don't give up.
Exactly, Luna. The more you practice, the better you'll get. Keep going, everyone.
Hi, Sana. We received so many questions from our listeners this week. It's exciting.
I know, right? Let's start with the first one. Alex from Brazil asks, what is the best way to improve my English vocabulary?
That's a great question, Alex. Reading a lot helps build vocabulary. Using flashcards to remember new words and meanings can be effective too.
Absolutely. Use new words in daily conversations. Watching English movies with subtitles also helps learn words in context.
Great advice, Sana. Our next question is from Ming in China. Ming asks, how do you stay motivated to keep learning English?
Staying motivated can be challenging. Setting small, achievable goals helps. Celebrating these small victories keeps me motivated.
I agree. Finding a study buddy makes a big difference. Practicing together can make learning enjoyable and keep you accountable.
Excellent suggestion, Luna. Next, Priya from India asks, what can I do to improve my English pronunciation?
Improving pronunciation takes practice. Shadowing native speakers helps. Listen and mimic their pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm.
Recording yourself speaking and comparing it with native speakers also helps. Don't be afraid to ask for feedback.
Absolutely. Next question from Carlos in Spain. What are some fun ways to practice English daily?
Incorporate English into your hobbies. Follow recipes in English or use language apps and online games.
Yes, integrating English into your interests makes practice enjoyable. Listening to music and writing a journal in English are also good ways.
Great tips, Luna. Next, Sarah from Egypt asks, what should I do if I feel stuck and not making progress?
Feeling stuck can be frustrating. Try a new learning method or skill. Taking a short break can also help reset your mind.
Stepping back to move forward and reminding yourself of your progress helps too.
Perfectly said, Sana. Finally, Ahmed from Saudi Arabia asks, what's your favorite method for learning idioms and expressions?
I love using idioms in conversations. Creating stories that include the idioms helps me remember their meanings.
Keeping a journal where I write down new idioms and reviewing it regularly helps reinforce my memory.
Great discussion, Luna. We had some insightful questions today. I hope our listeners found our answers helpful.
Me too, Sana. Thanks everyone for sending in your questions. We loved answering them. Wow, what a fantastic episode, Sana. We covered so many interesting points today.
Absolutely, Luna. From hobbies and sustainability to tips on learning English, it's been quite the discussion.
I particularly enjoyed sharing our personal hobbies. It always feels good to talk about what we love.
I agree. It's also great to learn from each other. Every conversation brings new insights.
Definitely. So for our listeners, we hope you found this episode enjoyable and informative.
Remember, whether it's about improving your English or finding a new hobby, the key is to enjoy the journey.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. If you liked this episode, make sure to follow or subscribe for more interesting discussions.
And don't forget to share your thoughts and questions with us. We love hearing from you.
Have a great day, everyone. Until next time.
Bye for now.